Oh, hey, Benjamin. You had something more to say about, what was it, police brutality? Or
Oh, actually, here we are. But I always say faith, hope, and love because I say faith in Jesus, faith in the people, hope in Jesus, and hope in people, and love Jesus, and love everybody that loves you. But it's been a challenge since I'm 29 now. I guess I grew up. I remember a few things from. But say I don't know what it's like out there, or what it feels like to think that it's all right to think you know someone automatically, or just by hearing from a phone call and taking it in anybody's own hands to walk up and make their own actions by saying this guy or her or him or her, we heard a false call, or this guy or her, whatever, and just go up by it could make it worse or dramatize someone even worse if they had dealt through things. Which I don't know how people deal with things, but I have a good way of just taking it to heart. Whether it hurts or it makes me cry, I'm down on my knees and I'm praying and scared or out there all alone. But I mean, just some of the things that it's been in my life. I mean, how would you want to come at somebody instead of just assuming or hearing from a phone call, or said or seeing someone they're walking down the road and saying, "Oh, look at that guy," ha, or have a comment about anybody throwing hands up or look like they're different when we all have things we deal with, issues, which who doesn't have, why is it being said as like someone has a problem? But I think the problem is that somebody is having the problem because they don't look the other way and just live their lives. They have to do something by stepping into something that they don't even know. They either heard wrong or heard right or whatever, but to not fully know anything that's happened or dealt with anybody's, for whatever. But anyway, this is just some of the things that I've experienced in my life. But I had a traumatic brain injury when I was 10 years old, hit by a 2-ton log, lost my eyesight. Walking out of that hospital, I was carried out of the hospital, learning how to walk on bed rest. That was just when I was 10 years old. So I'm, you know, and then I got well, a little bit after that, I got caught in an avalanche. Rocks stuck in my head. I had staples, and hit by several cars because I had to learn to look and learn with my left eye or brain to remember to look to my left all the way, with seeing out of my right eye to catch that left side that's blind. So I had to turn my whole head and learn to look both ways, completely turn my head and be alert of that. I had to learn to remember to do that because my eye was blind. My brain didn't allow me to remember to look to my left because it's always dark on my left side. So dealing with that, and then uh, and um, yeah, and I've had another incident where people had put several staples across my side of my head right here. That's just that. Been jumped down alleyways, like wrestled with people that were very violent out there. Um, um, People coming in my face growing up, like they think that I have a problem, but they never ask the right questions or even know what I'm thinking or what I deal with. When usually people either have an chemical imbalance, or maybe it's because they don't eat the right foods, or they just don't have the right person talking to them, or asking the right questions, or even knowing anything just by going off what someone else says and coming forward and making someone feel like, okay, say that you're coming up to a little kid, you're telling them, no, that's bad, or that's you're no, you shouldn't do that. That makes a kid automatically like, he's, I don't know how it is, but I'm just picturing it. But when you you assume you thought you knew, or you assume you think you're doing the right thing, but you think you know. I don't know how anybody thinks they know, because it's like asking the right words and asking the right things is it's very simple to be able to take, and take it into heart. When you know that compassion, your love, you're raised by a family. So, and if you're not, or if you are, uh, you think back, way back, and I know everybody deep down in their heart, they remember a little bit of love in their life. I know not all people out there just have that, that, that anguish and that hurt, and what they hold on to, what, like, if it was, they remember so much violence or so much badness or so much that living for today and waking up to a new day, being able to breathe. But you gotta know when you're out there with anybody. I feel that, like I say, that guy had a bad problem with me. We both had a bad problem, but the next day it's like a whole new day. I'm getting up, whether he started, I started, or whether we both just didn't like each other, or whatever the reason was that caused it. And I run into this guy the next day. It's like, hi. I mean, it's not like automatically make it worse by thinking you're gonna call someone or this and that, or thinking you know the problem, when it's like, it seems like you just it's out there. It's confusing. It really is, because why would people even know if they're doing the right thing by you know what is the deal? Like, do I go up to people and say, well, I know you? It's like, I do go up to people and I greet people and I do like shaking people's hand. I love to hear what people have to say, because some people are really interesting. This is my friend. She says humans. I love the way she says that. I love humans.
The humans.
Humans.
Can I tell you a funny little story about the humans? Is I actually have my best friend Nick Mayberry is this amazing guitarist, possibly the Jimi Hendrix of our generation. He's just amazing. But I used to hang out with him in his studio and listen to music, sing a little bit, make some YouTubes. But I one day wrote out on a big sign "humans" and I put it above his door, because in his studio it was like his safe space where he could be creative, he could make his music. It was poetic, all my art was all over the walls, and it was like this magical little universe. And so then it was like, the humans are out there, so when you leave your little safe space, that's when you're going to have to deal with all the humans, all their problems. They're going to be asking you for money, they're going to be trying to mug you, they're going to be possibly police brutality, possibly all these various things. And it was just this sort of sense of like, remember, that's what they are. Remember, humans, they kind of have a proven track record of wars of aggression, killing each other, murders, genocide, like all these atrocious things.
I get what you're saying right there. But to remember, like, kids or brothers or sisters, or being around whoever you were around, like society and the earth and people and humans.
Yeah, the things that are lovely about humans.
You remember when someone's like, oh, they have a problem, if everybody worked together, where they're like, hey, everybody goes to sleep, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, that person went to sleep, and when he gets up, it's like, oh, everybody's greeting him.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they had like, say someone ration out, or just the things that, I'm 29 and I know you've heard some hurtful things, heard some, loved ones pass away, for no reason. People were violent, or like cops killed a person because they're violent, or and me just hearing the stuff and seeing cops and seeing, just I always know there's someone always watching, because there's people out there being put on trial, or this and that, or they make you feel like you forget, because they're telling you the whole time, all the way till the trial date. Oh, and then you want to make a plea bargain, or the whatever the rubadoo, or what's that?
They want to
switcheroo, whatever. They make you put a blind, like, or whatever the reason is. But
admit that you committed the crimes you didn't commit to
the
get
whole time it's like,
sentencing.
where's the rights to be able to, why would it be funny, or would it be right? Would it be illegal to be able to just have your own rights to where you can carry a notebook and write down information about them and do the same
You know,
and
that's the fun of
interrogate them,
right,
like just the way they interrogate you, and like, oh hey, like brothers and people that get ready, like as families or friends, they get together that like I grew up, everybody's grew up in school or had some friends or this and that, where it's like, hey, yeah.
Well, you know, I mean,
Go to the-
think about this. Portland Cop Watch is an organization of loosely affiliated people all over the country that watch the cops. They carry cameras ready to go to record. Like that day that there was an incident, I wanted to record, but that idea and that mentality is to be there, be present, watch them, get their badge numbers, look up their history, document it, blog about it, make movies like we've done about it today. Like, and there's something really empowering about that, because they do need oversight and they do need whistleblowers from within, but they need oversight from without. And holding them to a higher standard is basically what we're doing. We're letting them and letting the public know that this isn't okay.
Oh yeah. But what I was saying, like, what if it was like, the whole time, people. What if there was a law that you live your own law, like, is it okay to just say you got a little, like the pants they got with the pockets on the side, like cargo pants, whatever that they make, and they sell
information
at Old Navy or all around the world or different places. There's always, or family, a friend, or this and that. They got awesome clothes wearing, right? I mean, lots of people love to dress up, but I mean, just to put a notebook in your pocket, and when you come in a situation, it's like it's not. You feel like something's not right or whatever. Why can't you just pull a notebook out and do your own, and just write down what people, feel? It's like, and not in a bad way or saying, oh, I just wrote you a ticket because you parked on the side of the road, but yet, the world, I don't know what her name is, but she's the world that was here before, like what is taking over, like what is like. I mean, look at how it was so. The world's beautiful, it is. But I mean, when they had tribals and different stuff, I can't imagine. There's science fiction. I mean, I don't know how far you look back, but we came and we're made of something. Like we came. There's you hear in the Bible, you hear in people, you hear in your heart just by hearing in someone's voice and how they sound. When you and then hanging out with them and knowing them, like how they really are when they're hanging around somebody and they're occupying their time, like which is time of enjoyment and time to share, like because you are you that's something that people grow with.
Hey,
They know that, and they're like, hey, so um uh how can someone be all right when they don't know, when they don't know what it feels like to actually, because maybe someone is out there that never felt that compassion, where maybe they didn't grow up with parents that had foster parents, or they're lost, or they didn't know, or someone didn't question, or someone didn't ask or talk to them instead of realizing, everybody needs somebody, which is the and working as equal. It's equal when you approach, and anybody out there, whoever it is, it's like, hi, don't just try it. I mean, no matter who it is. I mean, even if you like, you build up this just like, I love you, but just start smiling and say, hey, it's okay. Throw your hands up, whatever. Say, come on now, let's get along now. You hear? I mean, because you know this world. Maybe some people are out there, and when they are out there rationing out, or they're drunk or stupid or whatever, maybe those are the times where you reach out. You just, or you send somebody in there that's just as crazy because you know someone for everybody's people everybody knows they got groups people like you got your cops and that's what they sign up to do because they want to be heroes or this and that but they're and you got action or you got people that want to be heroes like oh I'd like to be in a movie this is action hero that's awesome shit saving people that's cool I couldn't see myself being a cop that's not what I like to do but I mean an action hero I could see myself doing that and actually saving someone oh by the way I have saved somebody come now I'm talking about it I'm in the Red Cross book on Sand Ridge up in a small town I had witnessed this lady I woke up out of a sleep to hearing a loud bang and ran across the road in the pitch dark and then pulling a front dash off the lady, carrying her in my arms, power line struck off my back, lit a row of fire, and I carried her to the road. And if I didn't have a thick jacket on, put my jacket on, put my boots on, running across the road, and pitch dark, that leather jacket I was wearing, how the power line just slid off my back, it would have lit a row of fire. And in the newspaper, you could see the accident where I was standing on the road where the cops, the ambulance came, and they did my interrogation. I had the woman in my hands, and I had set her down very gently as the cops came up. There's only the dash of a full-size van left. It was on the front dash, and the power line was right there where I crossed. But there was a row of fire. It hit the ground, and it slid across the road. As my back was, it just hit as I came up on the road, it hit my back and then lit a row of fire as it touched the back of my heels on the ground. And a long line row of fire, and then it was on top of the branches in the van. Okay, we're gonna stop this.
Yeah, 17 minutes. I don't know if I have to.